The dog was barking at the basement. The girl sensed something was wrong and decided to go down to check it out. Sure enough, she found her father passed out on the floor in the basement. She rushed to find a plastic sheet to drag him out, but when she reached the stairway, suddenly... Soundtrack 0110013. The girl falls to the ground in shock. The crocodile comes towards her with its mouth wide open. The brave girl runs back, dragging her father with her. She goes over the hose and drags her father in with her. Luckily, the crocodile's huge body couldn't get in. After several attempts, he's got to flap his tail and get out of the way. The father and daughter were lucky to escape, but they can't get out now. After all the fuss, the unconscious father has come to his senses. The girl took off her coat. She put it outside and gave her father some rainwater to drink. It turns out there's a storm going on outside and the rain is flooding. The crocodiles from the neighboring farms have escaped. They went down the drain pipes and into the basement. The crocodiles attacked his father and he fell unconscious. Now they have to find a way to get out as soon as possible. If they don't get bitten by the crocodiles, they'll starve to death. But when they were running away, the girl dropped her mobile phone outside the water pipe. She decided to risk her life to go back and retrieve it. Before leaving, her father told her to watch out for the crocodile. It won't notice you if you don't move, but its eyes can still see you in the dark. Although crocodiles move much slower on land than in water, but you have to be careful. After listening to her father, the girl quietly got out of the hose, looking around to make sure the crocodile wasn't here. She quickly crawled to her mobile phone and retrieved it, calling 911 immediately. Suddenly there's a chilling sound. The girl turns her head. Girl kicks the crocodile in the head. The crocodile feels the pain and lets go. However, another crocodile suddenly appears next to her. The girl picks up an iron bar and puts it around the crocodile's mouth. Then she quickly escapes. The first crocodile is in hot pursuit. She was about to be bitten by a crocodile. The girl felt a screwdriver on the ground. Without hesitation, she plunges the screwdriver into the crocodile's eye. After stabbing the crocodile in the eye, the girl immediately dug into a corner. A lot of rainwater is pouring into the basement. The water level was rising. The girl knew she had no hope of escaping. She had to look for help through a hole in the brick wall of the basement. There were 3 young men in the supermarket across the street. They'd taken shelter during the hurricane. They stole from the supermarket, even the cash machine. And that's when one of them noticed a flickering light from a girl, and approached to confirm it. But the man behind him was attacked by a crocodile. When he hears the screams and turns round, his mate had been dragged down by the crocodile. He ran to the supermarket. He shouted for his partner to run for his life, but it was too late. He too was killed by the crocodile. The boy in the supermarket was paralyzed with fear. The girl watched the crocodile devour her last hope. Now she's on her own. The girl and her father are trapped in the basement. It's storming outside. The rain is pouring into the basement. The water is up to their chests. To make matters worse, there are 2 ferocious crocodiles swimming in the basement. The girl followed her father's instructions and tried to open another passage in the ceiling, but the door to the passageway was blocked by the cabinet above. The dog up there can't get out of the door, but he's in a hurry. They're just waiting to die. Luckily, a police patrol was passing by. The father and daughter screamed for help. The father took a shovel and kept banging on the pipes to make noise. He was hoping to attract the attention of the police. Luckily, a policeman heard the noise. He followed the noise to the basement entrance. They heard the father and daughter screaming for help. He was about to go down there when the girl stopped him. She told him there were 2 crocodiles in the water. The policeman immediately used his walkie-talkie to contact his colleagues outside, but there's no response. The girl swims desperately towards the policeman to try to save him, but it's no use. She watches as the cop is torn to pieces by the crocodile. At the same time, the policeman outside is also surrounded and killed by the crocodiles. They were killed by the crocodiles. Brain lizard shits. The father decides to distract the crocodiles himself. He tells his daughter to swim quickly to the stairway.
We are gonna beat these pea-brain lizard shits.
So the father puts the shovel at the base of the support column. Then he picks up a brick from the ground. He hit the water pipe hard. The crocodile heard it and swam towards him. The girl dives into the water and swims towards the stairway. When the father saw his daughter swim out, he hit the water pipe harder and harder. The sound gets faster and louder. When the crocodile arrived, the father kicked the support column down. The beam on top of it fell right on top of the crocodile. He hit the crocodile's head with a brick in his hand. Finally, He killed the crocodile with a shovel, but another crocodile was guarding the stairway and the girl couldn't get to it, so she swam into the sewerage pipe to try to survive. I didn't realize this was the crocodile's lair. There's a lot of crocodile eggs all around. They're clearly visible in the water. A few baby crocodiles are breaking out of their shells. While the girl was carefully looking for an exit, a crocodile suddenly crawled in through the pipe. The girl immediately took out the gun from the policeman's body and loaded it. The crocodile came out of the water. The crocodile bit the girl's hand. The girl kept on shooting while holding back the pain. After several shots, the crocodiles stopped moving. She kills one. Then she swam out through the pipe, and just as she got out of the tube, she found a huge crocodile. It was hovering above her head. The crocodile suddenly noticed the girl as well. It turned its head and swam towards her. The girl turns around and swims as fast as she can. The crocodile is in hot pursuit. It was a close call. The girl makes it to the shore before the crocodile does. Inside the house, she searches for a way to pry open the floorboards. The basement is completely flooded. The father has reached his limit and is sinking. The daughter is up there, frantically breaking the floor. The daughter pulled the father out of the water. She gave him first aid, but the father didn't respond. The girl was very anxious and punched her father's chest a few times. Luckily, the father couldn't bear to let go of his daughter. He came back from the dead. But when they came out of the house, they saw the ocean in front of them. The father looked around. There's a boat not far away. It was their only chance to escape, because the dike was about to collapse. It's going to flood the whole town. It's impossible to stay here and wait for help. But there are many crocodiles in the water. How can they not be found? My father analyzed the situation and concluded that crocodiles gather in the water and wait for their prey. They'll only attack a target with a big splash. As long as they don't make a splash, the crocodiles won't attack. Now is the best time to go through the rain. But when the father and daughter reached the center, something happened. A man, a woman and a dog are walking in the water. Suddenly a crocodile swims past them. The father and daughter are too scared to move. They stop breathing and wait for the crocodile to pass. Luckily the crocodile didn't see them. Then the alarm sounded and the dam collapsed. Floodwaters were coming towards their town. The father rushed his daughter across the river. She's a much faster swimmer than the crocodile, but the daughter wasn't sure and was still a bit timid. The father encouraged his daughter again. You can do it. You're faster than the crocodile. The girl gritted her teeth. She plunged into the water and swam forwards. The crocodile senses the movement and swims fast towards her. Several crocodiles surround the girl on all sides. She makes it. She's finally free of the crocodiles. She gets the boat and heads for her father. The father gets on board, but then the floodwaters come crashing down on them. The father and daughter were swept into a house with the boat. They were instantly separated from each other. The father is swept down the stairs and finds some flares. He lights them for light. He saw his dog swimming towards him in a doggy style and picked up the dog. Suddenly a crocodile comes out of the water and bites him on the arm. The father struggles, but the crocodile bit his arm off. The daughter heard the screams and came quickly. The father shouts at her. The girl swims into the room and tries to close the door. The crocodile comes up against the door. The girl can't hold on much longer. She decides to lure the crocodile into the bathroom. The crocodile is lured into the bathroom. The girl grabs the shower head with her hands and the soap box with her feet. She rolls over the shower. She managed to keep the crocodile inside, but she doesn't wait a second. She rejoins her father. Then the two of them went upstairs. The girl opened the attic stairs. She was just about to take her father up. Suddenly she spots a rescue helicopter outside her window. The girl lights a beacon and waves it towards the helicopter, but the next moment a crocodile bursts through the window. The crocodile bites the girl on the shoulder and drags her into the water. The girl saw the signal stick under the water. She struggles for a while to get it. The girl puts it to the crocodile's eyes. The crocodile finally let go of her mouth. The girl escaped and swam out of the house in excruciating pain. She was about to climb up to the roof. The crocodile came after her. Luckily, the beams on the roof suddenly fell off and prevented the crocodile from attacking. The girl was about to be swept away by the flood. The father grabbed her hand as hard as he could. He pulled her up. The father and daughter escaped with their lives. Soon they see the rescue helicopter again. The girl was so surprised she lit the beacon again. This time the rescue team found them, and they are saved. Storm of Crocodiles is a disaster thriller to be released in 2019. The film successfully exploits the close interaction between the environment and the characters. The combination of a tense atmosphere and action scenes creates nerve-wracking scenarios. Every appearance of a crocodile is frightening.